Guten Tag und welcome to Chuck Chases the Facts, where we look at strange things on the internet and YouTube. Chuck has asked me to start the video as it is a very, very special day. Happy Australia Day to everybody. I hope that you are having fun in the sun with the sausages and the shrimp and the barbie and having a cold one. Oh, excuse me einen Moment. Ja, this is Dr. Hagendas. Was? Ja. Nein. Was ist das? Australia Day. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Gotta go. G'day. Welcome to... He's already done that. Thank you to the good doctor for the introduction. Thank you very much, sir. I don't know who found him, but they got there just in the nick of time. Again, thanks, Doc, and we will see you very, very soon. Couple of things to clear off. Today's video is dedicated to Karen H. She's not been very well recently. Got some serious back problems. Karen, I seriously hope you're on the mend. I sent you a comment. I know that sciatica is nowhere near the problems you're having, but I can relate to having back issues. So good luck. I hope everything's going well. Also, Binary mentioned a wee while ago that his birthday is coming up at the end of the month. So Binary, a very, very happy birthday to you. I don't know if it's today or tomorrow or whenever, but you did mention the end of the month. So a happy, very happy birthday to you. So January 26th, happy Australia Day to all Australians. Obviously I'm not Australian, but I have lived here for the last, what are we now? 8.5 years. So kind of a honorary Australian. But happy Australia Day to all Australians, wherever you may be, here in Australia, New Zealand, England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and of course America. Happy Australia Day. So January 26th, very special day. Lots of celebrations going on all over the country. Firework displays going off, normally around about 8 o'clock. There's been celebrations on many foreshores in many capitals. Lots of entertainment, lots of food, lots of drinking, kids entertainment, and generally the fireworks are sort of just off in the water, in the ocean, just off the foreshore, and generally the fireworks go off from a barge, and it's synchronized to the radio station of that capital city, and they play songs, and it synchronizes to the fireworks. So it is all very interesting, all good fun. I did go last year, but this year a little bit too busy, so not to worry. So I have found it's an advert for lamb, but it is very funny and it roughly tells the tale of Australia. So let's have a look at that with a little bit of commentary.
First here. Hey, what do you reckon? Cracking spot. Fire up the barbie. Anyone else coming? Oh, beautiful spot like this, it'll be packed before you know it. Oh, here we go.
Did you organise the chips and dips?
Yeah?
Great spot.
Ah, thank you.
How long have you guys been here?
Since forever, mate.
That's actually quite accurate. The Dutch were actually the first explorers to land in Australia in the early 1600s, roughly around 1606. But they didn't make any claim to the land.
Hey, where you mob from? We, sir, are from Great Britannia. We are the first fleet.
Yeah, not quite, mate.
Bonjour. Oh, my God, it's the French.
Fromage.
It's the Germans. At least they brought their own. Who's bringing the ice?
Australia was discovered in 1770 by Thomas Cook. No, hang on, not Thomas Cook. That's the British tour operator that went into receivership last year. Captain James Cook. He landed in a place called Botany Bay and claimed it for the British. He called the immediate area New South Wales, and Botany Bay is now modern day Sydney. Immediately after he landed, Sharon Tracy Gale Bey and Joseph Pigott, aka King Abdul Mumin El, led the Moors to Australia and claimed to be the indigenous people of the land. Like Tajuri Bey stayed in the boat because she didn't want to get their feet wet, and Devon found a dock and just sat there. However, they were chased off by the actual Aboriginals, or they just ate them. The surviving Moors then pissed off to America, where you're stuck with them. The British colony of New South Wales was established with the arrival of the First Fleet, consisting of 11 vessels under the command of Captain Arthur Phillip, that arrived in 1788. It consisted of over 1,000 settlers, including 778 convicts, 192 women, 586 men. A few days after arriving at Botany Bay, the fleet moved to a more suitable area called Port Jackson, where a settlement was established at Sydney Cove. This was on January 26, 1788.
How many bags do we need, Doggy? Keep shipping, Shackles. It's gonna be big. So,
Australia plays a very significant role in the exploration or investigation of Antarctica. With it being only roughly, it's just down the road. It's about 6,500 kilometres away. It's not very far at all. That's why Australia has done many investigations and explorations and investigations. And in fact, Australia was one of the first 12 countries to sign the Antarctic Treaty back on the 1st of December, 1959.
my charge rod. Where'd you get those?
This week.
What's this? The 16th First Fleet.
Oi, it's the Italians, the Greeks and Serbians?
Hey, mate, do you know where the backyard is?
Got about 4,000 k's of it out here. Need a wicket?
So the last gentleman you saw there was Adam Gilchrist, international cricketer for Australia from 1992 to 2008 when he retired. And he now does commentary for Foxtel on predominantly on ODIs and the Big Bash League over here. He was an aggressive left-hand batter and does hold a few records for his batting and holds several records for his wicket-keeping. In one of my previous jobs here in Australia, I had cause to speak to Adam on the phone, and he's basically a really nice guy.
Trust me, we'll need one of these around 2 a.m. Chili sauce?
You did remember to let the neighbours know, right?
Choice barbecue, eh, bro?
Hey, where should we put the chili bin?
I couldn't keep them away.
Should we crack a vegan joke?
It's not a party with our eyes. Oh, fiddlestick.
Hey guys, what's the occasion?
Do we need one?
The lady you saw there in the blue and white striped top is Cathy Freeman. She was an Australian athlete specialising in the 400 metres and is famous for wearing this. Yes, a skin-tight green and gold onesie. She holds the record for the 8th fastest woman at 400 metres, which was set at the 1996 Olympics when she finished second. And in the 2000 Olympics, which was held in Sydney, she won gold. She is also the first Aboriginal Indigenous person to win a gold medal at the Commonwealth Games in 1990, and she retired in 2003.
Look, it's the boat people!
Hang on. Aren't we all boat people?
And you're welcome.
What is love? Look, it's the float people!
Hello, Dale.
Hi, guys.
Thanks for having us, guys. Great spot for a barbie.
So since those original times, Australia has developed and grown. It has become multicultural, multilingual, and in my personal opinion, just a great place to be. There are immigrants here from all over the world. There are obviously the Poms. There was a big push just after the Second World War to get the British here. They offered, they're called the £10 Poms. Basically, you pay £10 and that put you on a ship and got you to Australia. It was something like I think it was a 6-week journey, but it got you from Britain down to Australia, and you became an Australian. But to be honest, there are all sorts of people here. Personally, I know of Russians, Croatians, Serbians, Germans, French, Americans, but my neighbour is from Nebraska, where Penny's from. Canadians, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, oh God, there's just every nation comes to Australia, and it's a great place to be. So that is it. The history of Australia in roughly about 14 minutes with a bit of humour and comedy thrown in. Has anybody noticed yet? What do you think? I'm not quite Teespring ready yet. But let me know your thoughts on the t-shirt. When I was at work, oh shit, I shouldn't say that. When I was at work designing it, it looked great, but I think it's too big. I think it needs to come in sort of just here, and we need the we look at strange things on the internet and YouTube underneath. So, guys, a little bit of feedback on the t-shirt, if you don't mind. Thank you very much. But it is a nice shirt. And it will, well, this one will definitely be coming with me to America on my tour. Yeah, let me know what you think about merchandise. Can you also please let me know what you think about Patreon? I have mentioned before that I have got a Patreon account. I've created one. I haven't quite gone into it and done tiers yet. I know that you can have different tiers and get different stuff. Would anybody at the moment consider being a patron? I don't know. I'd patron myself, if that's possible. I currently Patreon Virgo Triad, Degeneration Nation, Van the Man, and the History Guy. The History Guy, you've got to check out the History Guy. He's amazing. So, let me know your thoughts on the t-shirt. I think personally it should be shorter. It should be about yay big. But let me know your thoughts. And please let me know your thoughts on becoming a patron. Also, don't forget, please, Chuck Comes to America at gmail.com. Any information, any special spots you have in Boston, New York, Philadelphia, or Washington that you know of that I should go to, Chuck Comes to America at gmail.com. That is it. Oh, quick shout out to Jonesy. I went to see the ex-Mrs. Chuck today. It is her birthday on the 28th. Happy birthday, Mrs. X-Chuck. Please don't open your card until the day, okay? But Jonesy, I did not know about the barbecue. Had I have known, then we would be certainly drinking beers right this second. So, if you managed to sit all the way through this video, thank you very much. If you did like the video, hit that little thumbs up button. That is greatly appreciated, trust me. If you are new here, then welcome. Should have said a welcome at the start, but welcome. Please consider subscribing. And if you have any sort of comment, please bob it in the comment section below. Everybody here knows by now that if I receive a comment worthy of a reply, then I shall do so. Happy Australia Day. As it happens, my local city just set off its fireworks. I'm going to download, I've got some images on my camera, so we'll go it with a bang. Happy Australia Day. Good day.